Hey guys, welcome to Revenue Accelerator Podcast, TV, YouTube, however you are consuming this information, business page, group, whatever. I have a very special guest with us today, Kim Springer, who I have spoken to before, so she's just not random, and is amazing at everything that she does. I'm going to let her introduce herself, and then we're going to dive in because she's got some serious value nuggets that she's going to drop.
Thanks, Kat. Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be with you on this episode. As Kat has said, my name is Kim Springer, but I am affectionately known as Vision Coach Kim, and I am a mindset and business coach for Christian women entrepreneurs. And so I show them how to create consistent revenue in their business by letting them know that they are the strategy. So I have some really strong beliefs around that, especially in our online world. We're inundated with a lot of strategies, a lot of processes, a lot of frameworks, and it's really easy to get lost in that. So I just help them return back to the value they have from that place. And so I just help them just use what they already have. And so it's really freeing way to work. I love the work I do. And so, yeah, that's a little bit about me.
I love that. So what got you involved in wanting to help this specific audience? Because, like, what are they, like ex-corporate? Like, where are they coming from? And what kind of had you, we're going to say it, what was your calling?
Yeah, so I am one. So I definitely believe that I identify with them and I identify with their unique struggles, their unique background. And so that somewhat gave me a bridge on how to help them in their businesses. And also, before doing coaches, I was a business owner myself. And so that's really where I got to start. Well, my path to where I got is sort of, it's not linear as we think it is.
It
Right?
never is.
There were a lot of turns in there because I originally, I came online, let's say, yes, I left the 9 to 5, right? I did that in 2013. I'm like 40 years old and I had a daughter and I was like, oh, okay, I'm pregnant again. So, this is a good scapegoat. This is a scapegoat to go after my dreams. And so at that time, I wanted to come into coaching because I had training for life coaching, but that's not the route that I took. And so the route I ended up taking was actually going into e-commerce. So I actually created a business, created a brand, and grew it to be very, very successful. And so at that point, then I had people reaching out to me to mentor them because of my success. And so that's where the whole mentoring and coaching started. And so that brand I built was also for Christian women because I could identify with them. And then Christian women started coming to me as well as they were building their e-commerce brands. And so that's just how it just is still like, okay, now that I'm coaching them more on their mindset and business, I'm still with them.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit, I feel that it is a calling.
It mindset is not easy, right? Like it's like there's skills and I love that you talked about there's lots of strategies out there. And I love playing with strategies. I love matching them up to the right places you are in business. But really the thing that I see is each level that you kind of progress to in business has different mindset issues, blocks, barriers that you have to overcome in order to get to that next level. So what are some of the things that you help people work on to be able to kind of get them past those blocks? And it may be like one strategy or it may be something that you see repeated over and over.
Yeah, I know what was big for me when I went from that leap of multiple 6 figures to 7 figures. Like you said, each level, there's different things you're going to be dealing with your mindset. But I was not like prepared for receiving a lot of money. I'll put it like that, right? And so to go from, my first year in business, I started out like network marketing, things like that, just really getting my feet out there, learning online marketing. And so network marketing was my introduction to the online space. And I made a whole $25 that first year.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. I was like rolling, right?
Buying yourself some lots of nice things. I know Louboutins.
Come on, but I didn't get
I don't even buy Louboutins. Like I can't understand how people wear them. They hurt my feet looking at them.
They do look like it. They look cute, but oh my gosh. But, going from that to the next year, doing my first multiple six figures, and then year after year, just constantly adding six figures, six figures, six figures. And then that stretch to seven figures, I was just like, oh, whoa, right? The onslaught, the mindset
The worthiness.
was, yeah.
Like, let's just go ahead and hit that nail on the head.
Yeah, let's quit beating around the bush. Right? Yes, the worthiness, that whole value, the shame, right? The shame of receiving money, the guilt of money when you didn't come from it and you still like are associating with people that's not their reality. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, that whole work around that was really big for me and put me into a spiral, really put me in a lot of mindset drama, and that's not good. That's not good when you're working in a business that needs to create money and you're pushing it away subconsciously.
Yes.
And so that really helped me identify, okay, there is subconscious things happening on each level of making money in business. And so since I've walked through those levels, I help them with each level, like, okay, when you're beginning, this is what's going to be coming up for you.
Right.
When you start making money, this is what's going to be coming up for you. When you're scaling your business, these are the subconscious blocks that are going to be coming up for you. And here's the thing, I tell them, nothing is wrong. Right? Sometimes we think something is wrong, and that can stop you in your tracks, right? I'm doing
Absolutely.
everything I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing what the gurus are telling me to do. Right?
Are you though? Like, honestly, like that's
right.
the thing is like,
Yeah, that
you're
comes up too.
saying it consciously, but
Right.
subconsciously. And that's what I love about this and what you've been sharing, which is, how are you basically self-sabotaging yourself at every level?
Yeah.
Because there is that worthiness thing. And I love how you talked about, I was pushing money away, like subconsciously doing it so that your conscious actions were actually saying, I don't want it. I'm not worthy of it. What am I going to do? And like that fear of success of like, please, like you're not there yet. Like, why are you afraid of something that hasn't even happened yet?
It hasn't happened yet. Exactly. Yeah.
So what have you found to be something that really helps you stay in a positive mindset? Like, do you have a routine or anything like that that you kind of follow?
Well, daily. It's a
Mm,
daily thing. It's and something that I share with my clients is a lifestyle, because the personal development, what's the term for it? Industry, maybe? I don't
yeah.
know.
Field industry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really prevalent in online business, right?
Yes.
Because you're
Yes.
coming out of that employee mindset
Yep. Yep.
into like a CEO mindset. So you really got to do that thought work.
Mm.
But I think for me and for a lot of other people, it seemed like it's an event. Okay, I did it, right? I did the mindset work. But as you can
Yeah.
see, and even with me, it's like, okay, I start hitting success, but I did the work, right? I did
I already overcame that block. It's not
I did
still
that a couple
there.
years ago. And so knowing that, oh, wait a minute, this is lifestyle. This
Mm.
is something a part of my lifestyle. So daily work, right? And that could be as like 15 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. But when you're in the work, like we show up for our businesses and you get your hands dirty, you got to go clean your hands. And that's
Mm.
how it is with the mindset work. You go out, you start serving people, you pour out your gifts. You have to go back and refill yourself up. So that daily mindset work, and my clients, they have a daily thing that they do with setting intentional thoughts for what they want to create. That's something that you have to do every day. If not, you're going to be creating on default, right? You're going to be creating with your default beliefs, what's already in your heart. And when you're creating something new, you're going to have to become someone new, a new identity. So that's the biggest thing, is that it's a lifestyle.
I love that. I mean, I had not thought about it that way, but it's kind of like diets don't work because you have to create a lifestyle change. And what'll
It.
happen is you'll do the yo-yo, you'll get some results and then you'll backtrack and maybe even end up worse than where you were before because it's not like it's a daily thing. It's building a habit essentially.
That's it. Habits. Yeah.
And it becomes, it's how you overwrite your subconscious is you do it on a consistent basis until it becomes so effortless, right? And that's how you
Yeah.
get into flow.
Come on.
Right? Like it's like
Talking my
tying your
language.
shoes, right? You've done it. We've all done the million things that we've succeeded with, but we don't think about it anymore because it's so ingrained in us. And so we
Come on.
have to rewire ourselves
Come on.
and be able to do that. So,
Yeah.
you talk about getting to that place of being heart-centered and I called it, being in flow and all that. So where does God play a role with all of this? Because you do speak to Christian women. So I would
Yeah.
assume that God plays a role with
Absolutely.
mindset and how you show up. So tell us, what your belief system is, what your structure is, and kind of what your audience also, like that enlightenment that you help share.
Yeah. So the God of the universe, right? He has made us as well, right? He's made all this beautiful world that we see. And so really at the core of my message is that God has already created us to prosper. He's already
Mm.
given us everything we need. Like, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't make anything faulty, right? We are good. We got the goods, right? We just don't really know how to access that value that he's placed in us. But he says that in Deuteronomy 30:19, that I've set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. So he's already given
Mm-hmm.
us this abundant life, but there are also these other choices. So I like to say it's like multiple choice, but he's actually given us the answer. He said, hey, choose life. All right, I've set before you all of this, but choose life.
Mm.
And so what I say is that we are not living a reality and trying to change it, right? We're not trying to make our world better or do this better, where there's actually, we are choosing, right? So there isn't one reality and you have to change it, right? There are two realities and you're just choosing one, right? There's life and death and you're just choosing one. And we choose by our thoughts.
Yes.
That's how we choose. So if I choose to think on throughout the day, I'm worthy, I'm valuable, what I have to give is valuable, my offers that I put out into the world, into the business world is valuable, I'm choosing life. But if I choose, no one wants what I have to offer, this is not going
Yeah.
to work, right? If I choose that, then that's the reality I'm choosing. But sometimes we think we're fixing something. We're fixing nothing. You're actually choosing every day. Every thought is a vote. Every thought, every habit is a vote. I want to become a runner. Every mile is a vote for me becoming a runner, right? And so that's how I look at how God not fits, but how he has created this.
It's
He's
created the structure.
already
Yeah.
done it. It's finished.
And
He
you just
said,
have to choose to step into
you
it.
just have to choose it.
That's
You have
awesome.
to choose it. We choose with our thoughts, our feelings, our actions. Those are all votes for this good life that he's already prepared for us. He says, I prepared for you. So
That,
yeah,
I mean,
that's
I'm
what
just sitting here being like, yep. Like, uh-huh. Like and I'm someone who I'm a control freak. So, right. And we're entrepreneurs, we're type A women, right?
Come on.
Of course
Come
we're control
on.
freaks.
Come
But that
on.
really helps you. Like, so when someone's overwhelmed, or just there's all this chaotic energy around you, it feels like it's because you're not in control. You feels like you're in a lack of control. So
Yeah,
being able to give someone like me, like other people, those words to make you feel like you're still in control and be able to be like, okay, at any moment in time, I can get back in the driver's seat. Because a lot of times that's what, the victimhood or
yeah,
something happened to
yeah.
me, whether it's in the past, something that could happen in the future. It's not living in that space and time and energy, but being like, I have a choice, and every moment's a choice, every minute's a choice, every hour, day, all of it kind of reverse engineered into how are you choosing every single day to
That's
be,
it.
show up. And I love that. That's
Yeah,
a great reminder to the
yeah,
audience.
yeah.
So how can people learn more about you and get in touch with you and learn more, because they really need to?
Yes, they really, really do need to. So you can get a taste of like my teaching and just how I flow. In addition to this, I have an audio training that people can get, and it's at
Nice.
visioncoachkim.com/move, MOVE.
And I will put that in the show notes for you
Yeah,
guys.
visioncoachkim.com/move. So you can see how I view the mindset work, because it's not really good, bad, right, or wrong, right? We have this, oh, think positive thoughts. That doesn't work, right? We know that doesn't work, right? And so I'm not that kind of mindset teacher, right? Is the thought serving you,
Mm,
right? Is it serving you towards your specific goal? because I could be thinking positive thoughts all day, but they're keeping my butt in the seat and not showing up for my business. Right. And so it's all about the thoughts serving you towards the goal that God has given you. So
I
they can
love
get a
that.
taste of that at visioncoachkim.com/move. Thank you, Kat.
Yes, that alignment's perfect. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing all this. Guys, go check it out, because what Kim is hitting on here is kind of really at the core of every successful person. Mindset is critical. What she's talking about and sharing about in terms of alignment, in terms of empowerment, in terms of being able to step into your truth. Yes, on it all. So go check it out. Coach Kim.
Vision Coach
Kim / move.
Yep. Move.
Awesome.
Move.
Yeah, baby. Get
All
off the
about
seat. Go
movement.
claim that money.
Gotta
Thanks so
move.
much, Kim. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Kat. I really appreciate the opportunity. Bless you.